Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am super excited as always to be here today filming this video, but I am especially excited today because I know that I've been kind of absent on YouTube the past few weeks and I haven't really posted anything for like at least 3 weeks I think. Besides, I did make like a little vlog, which I'm not really good at vlogging or don't know much about it, but I made a little video that I threw together of my best friend's 21st birthday party. She flew all the way from Germany to come visit us, and it was her brother's wedding, so she came for that and spent 2 weeks with us. So that was really exciting, and it was a great time to see her because I hadn't seen her in over a year. So it was kind of that, and I also spent a little time being sick, and I've just been busy, and sometimes you just get in a weird funk where you don't feel like filming, and I feel like it really has been one of those. And honestly, it's been a terrible day, but I'm trying to like put on a good face and just do something productive, do something I enjoy, and hopefully turn this day around so that by the end of it, it will be enjoyable. So before we get started, today's video is all about how to get a natural look. So this has been kind of highly requested by me, or to me, but people are wanting to see just kind of how to do a really natural makeup look. Sometimes these actually take still quite a few steps to come up with a natural look, but it'll be really minimal and no eyeshadow, stuff like that. I'm not gonna fill in my eyebrows. And it'll be like a really good look for summer, I think. So if you want to just have a look where it's pretty easy, not a lot of steps, and just really fresh and natural looking, then keep watching. And I hope that you guys will subscribe before we start to the video and give this video a thumbs up if you are liking my channel and liking my videos and want to see more. So let's get started. Okay, so I had a picture over here that I'll post that got a lot of comments on my Facebook, and it's one of those times where I post a bunch of pictures in an album, and just randomly this one picture got a lot of likes and comments. So yeah, that's kind of how I got the inspiration and the idea for this video, and kind of where I wanted to base this off of. My hair is a little different, but overall this is going to be pretty much the same look that you're seeing here. So the first thing I kind of start off with, and I like a really more dewy finish now. I used to wear matte foundation, but ever since this dewy, shiny kind of era came to play, I'm all for it. And I start out with this Luminizer Primer by Dr. Brandt that I got in a BoxyCharm. What's new? I use all of the products that I get in BoxyCharms. I really love that subscription, and people ask, I always see people asking about Ipsy or BoxyCharm and stuff, and is it worth it, this and that. I personally have never used Ipsy, but I would not like getting samples. I don't really like sample products very much. I barely even use them if I do get them. But yeah, BoxyCharm is 4 to 5, which it's been 5 every time since January. Full-size products in your box every month, and there's like always an eyeshadow palette. I have accumulated a ton of makeup this year just from that. So again, this is the Dr. Brandt Luminizer Primer, and so it just kind of gives the skin that loomy finish. So I kind of just put a little bit in a few areas of my face. Try not to get too much, or you're gonna have like an excess and have to wipe it off your hands. That was like the perfect amount, just gets it nice into the skin. And this has the perfect smell. It is so refreshing and just like light and airy. It kind of goes with that natural feeling, but it kind of just already starts the skin off with like a nice kind of wet, not wet, but like a little bit of a sweaty looking texture, which I'm already kind of a little bit sweaty. It's that time of year where you got to turn the air conditioning on, and it's just the weather. I'm so glad it's here though. I shouldn't even complain, but the air conditioning is just super expensive, so that kind of is a bother. But besides that, I love warm weather, and Missouri weather has been so crappy and crazy this year. It is so great that the weather is finally getting warmer outside. It's been a long time coming. So now that I did that, I know I talked about this before, but not everybody puts concealer underneath their foundation. I know that you can use like correcting concealers and stuff like that. I should honestly kind of YouTube that kind of stuff, correcting concealers and the different colored concealers you can use, because I kind of just use a regular colored concealer and cover up any blemishes or redness. I didn't really notice it before. I don't know if it was there before and I just didn't notice it, but this area right here always looks red to me now. before I started using concealer, I didn't notice it, so I don't know if it was always there and I just didn't think about it. But so now I kind of cover up this area and just blemishes and red areas and stuff like that, and it seriously gives the face so much more of a flawless finish when it's over with. So yeah, I started out with that, so I'm gonna put that in these areas, and this is the same concealer I always use, the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Oh, it's dirty on the back, but it is in the shade Light Neutral. So now I'm going to go in with a flat kabuki brush. This is from Wet n Wild. I just bought it to do a prom, but I do not like it. It was $2 from Walgreens, and I bought it because my Y6 from Morphe was dirty, and I didn't have the time to wash it. So I bought this, and I'm not really loving it. Still been lazy and haven't washed my Y6, but if anybody is needing a concealer, a brush for blending and concealer, and a brush for your foundation, Y6 all the way. I can't remember how much it is. I'll put everything with the prices down below, and I'll mention that in it, but I think it's like $6, and it is amazing. Laura Lee, when she talks about it, she's not kidding. It is the best brush ever, and I could never go back. So it's been really challenging for me to have to use this, but it will work until I get off my lazy butt and clean my Y6. I just find like this brush, it's so soft, but it just like doesn't move around the product well, and it, when I'm putting on my foundation, it soaks up my foundation so much. It's like no matter how much foundation I put on there, it feels like I'm barely putting any on because it just like absorbs into this and disappears. I don't know what is going on there, but I think it does the job. It just doesn't do. Oh my god, is it just me, or like, oh my god, I cannot talk today. I feel like I can never talk. I think it's my anxiety. I just like, my words jumble so much. Like when I'm talking to people in conversations, oh, like I'll get all nervous and just like completely like forget what to say or not know what to say or stumble over my words. It's been super bad the last year. And I think about it so much in my head that I make it worse. Like, see how much that transformed my face? Like, it's honestly like you could go without even wearing foundation when you put concealer on first. It really covers shit up. And it is, like, I cannot live without concealer now. Ever since I started using it a few months ago. I really did not use concealer until a few months ago. And I was like, what is the hype about concealer that everybody loves it so much? Once you try it, you'll know. So now I'm going to go in with foundation, and I'm going to be using the Maybelline Super Stay 24-Hour Foundation. I think this is like a staple in everybody's makeup collection now. Everybody who asks me what foundation they should use, I always suggest this one. It is a more dewy finish. It's a very full coverage foundation, and yeah, like I said, it's just not a matte foundation. I think it's perfect for the warmer weather. It just feels nice on the face. It is so comfortable to wear. So I am going to just, lately I've been applying it straight to the face and kind of just some weird motions. I do something different every day with my foundation, how I put it on, I swear. I kind of pat it in, especially with the Y6, I pat it in, but I also kind of like smooth it out as well. And this brush is pretty good about like smoothing it out. There's no lineage in your face, like you can't see big lines from the brush, but still, I think the negatives outweigh the positives, but it's also a $2 brush, so if you're really like in a bind and need a brush, it's definitely worth $2, I would say. See this like kind of like dewy layer here, like how shiny that looks in here? I love that. And I might need to add a little more, but then I always, like, and I never used to do this either, but put some on my neck and blend it down into my neck. I don't even know what I did before. I guess I just have lines. I don't know. So for this look, I do want to keep it really natural, but I think in this picture, that picture I showed you guys, I did have a little bit of contouring on. So I'm going to do like a little bit of a light bronze to the face and like kind of just bronze it up a little bit, make it look just kind of warm and fresh and stuff like that, but I'm not gonna like go really heavy with it or make it look crazy or anything like that. So I am going to go in with my Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette today. Quit meowing. If I'm not giving them attention, they're meowing. But I've been using this brush to bronze myself up by Crown, the brand Crown that I got in a BoxyCharm. I think it's really good for contouring. Seriously! So I'm just going to kind of frame the forehead. Get in there, get in the hairline a little bit. Go around the forehead, and I'll kind of blend it out once I'm done applying it to the face. I blend it out a little bit while I'm applying it, but after I get done applying it all, I'll blend it more. So around the forehead, down through to this area. And then I dab a little bit more on the brush when I am going for the sides of the cheeks, but I just kind of do in that general vicinity of the contour area. Nothing sharp at all, just in general putting a little bit of bronzer on my face to warm it up. I'm not really focusing on sculpting the face, just bronzing it up. So then I kind of blow out the brush a little, maybe tap it off a little, get the excess off, and just start kind of blending that in. Or sometimes I use a bigger, fluffier brush to help blend it in as well. That works good too. Alright, I'm going to put a little bit on the sides of my nose. Okay, so now you can see the skin just kind of has a nice warm look, but it's nothing crazy at all, just something to give it a little more pizzazz than just plain foundation. So the next step I do is blush. So I'll go in with my Tarte Blush Bazaar. I love this thing. And I forgot a blush brush, so let me go grab that and I'll be back. And this blush palette doesn't have a lot of bright colors. Like this color here is a little bit bright. These two are a little more darker. Maybe these two are a little darker. Oh, am I kidding? They do get a little bit dark, but this palette, unless you go in with a really hard hand, they don't show up super dark. And I actually love that about it. They're very calming and simple, and I love this palette. I could use this for the rest of my life, I swear. But I'm going to choose a color that's kind of a little more subtle so that I'm not making a crazy blush look. So I might dab a little bit into these two colors, make it a little bit of an orangey blush, peachy blush, and just put it on there. And I just move it in circular motions and kind of just up in an angle a little bit towards the, what's that called? I don't know. But just a little bit on there, nothing crazy. Again, this is very a simple look, so just be light-handed with it. I guess that's a tip I could give you, is just don't go in too harsh with anything. Don't go in too harsh with the contouring. Don't go in too harsh with the blush. So the next thing I'm going to do is go in with a little bit of highlight. And again, this is going to be very light-handed, so I'm not going to go in crazy with highlight. And I am using the Omrazy highlighter. I haven't used that in any of my videos yet. So you guys know that this highlighter is very blinding, but I want to go in very lightly with it and just give a very simple, slight glow to the face. So to do that, I think a fan brush doesn't work very well if you're wanting more of a blinding highlight and wanting it to stand out and be very noticeable on the highlight area. But if you're wanting it to be kind of subtle and not too crazy, I think a fan brush is the perfect way to apply it. So I'm just gonna go in there lightly, fan this across the highlight, tap off the excess, and just barely get it in there. Go a little bit up around, just very lightly. And this brush is so light as it is, you can't really get too crazy handed with a fan brush, I feel like, but and just maybe a quick couple of dabs on the end of the nose. I'm not gonna really go up through the area because I don't want to be too shiny for this simple look. Maybe just a couple little dabs. Okay, so this is so simple, we're already almost done. The next step is to just use clear eyebrow gel. So if you don't have clear eyebrow gel, girl, I don't know what you're doing. I would say I'm joking, but I'm not, because I cannot live without clear brow gel. Like I said, I have to wear it to work every day. I just have to have my eyebrows in like a brushed, uniform way and not have them moving around all day. I don't know why, but this is a staple in my makeup collection. Whenever it runs out, this is something I always have to go back to the store and get. It's not something that I just let run out and that's the end of it, but it is something I always have, and it's the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. If you're familiar with that, that's why I kind of didn't say it at first. You're probably pretty familiar with it because Anastasia is a staple in the music business, the makeup business for eyebrows. Sometimes I don't even use a brow brush to brush out my brows because the Clear Brow Gel brush is a brow brush, so you can brush them out pretty well just with that. But because I want my eyebrows to look fierce, we'll brush them out nice today. So I'm just brushing that Clear Brow Gel up and outwards in the same brushing motions that I was doing before. Cover my whole brow with that. Okay, so next after this is just mascara. Like I said, I'm not gonna add any eyeshadow, just mascara. And I have a little bit left on from earlier, so this might look a little bit clunky and chunky, but it'll probably do pretty well. But this is the Voluminous Lash Paradise by L'Oreal, and everybody's been suggesting it. I did try it from a friend, and it works pretty well. I mean, I think it gets kind of chunky on the eyelashes pretty easily. Like, it builds up very quickly. It can make your lashes look too coated, I guess. But if you do it just right and don't add too much and just really work with it and work with the lashes and wiggle it around a lot and really work it in, then I think it can look really nice. And then the second to last step is the lipstick, and I am putting on the same lipstick I had in there. I have a little bit of a red tint to my lips right now. I didn't get it off all the way, but I got the new Kourtney Kylie lipstick in the shade Red, I think, and it is so pretty. So the lipstick I'm gonna go in with is this little sample that I got in this makeup set for Christmas called the Tarteist Lip Paint, and it's in the shade Grand. It says MF42 Grand is all it says, and I've searched and searched and searched for a couple friends to find this color for them, and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't know if this isn't really the name of it or if they just stopped making it, but this color is absolutely perfect. It's one of the most perfect nudes that I've ever gotten. It's like a more pinky nude, a little bit darker of a nude, but it is perfect for a natural look, and I can't find it. So, but I would overall 100% suggest the Tarteist Lip Paint lipsticks because I think that they're amazing and they're so comfortable on the lips. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I run out of this. Alright, so to finish off this look, I'm going to just go in with the Morphe Mist Continuous Setting Mist and spray that on the face, and this will again make it feel even a little more dewy and just keep that dewy, fresh look going. Adds just a nice, fresh finish to the end of that look. So as you guys can see, this is a really simple looking look, but there was a few steps to it, and we did use a primer, concealer, foundation, brow gel, mascara, lipstick, bronzer, and highlighter. So we did use quite a few products, but we're very light-handed with it. And again, we didn't put on eyeliner at all or eyeshadow, so that kind of keeps it really natural looking. I didn't fill in my brows, so they're not looking harsh or anything. They're just looking like a natural combed out brow. So yeah, this is how you kind of keep it natural, but still you're applying makeup, you're looking like you tried, you're looking nice and put together. I think this is a great look for summer. It's a great look for work when you're trying to do something pretty easy. It's something that once you get practice at it, I could speed through this in 5 minutes if I wasn't explaining it and going through it. Well, not 5 minutes, but probably 10 minutes. But yeah, so I actually really love this look. I wish I was going somewhere tonight. Like I said, it wasn't a good day, and I don't really hang out with a lot of people, and I'm kind of just a loner sometimes. So probably just gonna hang out here at my house and maybe even film another video. I have a creative craft project that kind of ties into my YouTube and showing off products. So I'm gonna consider making that a video tonight. And so yeah, you might have another one to check out once you see this video coming up. Just be prepared for another one coming up. And yeah, I hope you guys have a great day or night wherever you are at. And I had so much fun being back and filming this, and it made me feel back in my zone. I bought a new backdrop today, by the way, so I'm definitely not going anywhere, and I love being here and definitely want to keep growing. So yeah, I will see you guys later, and thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.